The purposes of editing. At the most significant level, editing form determines meaning in a film in the same way that the sonnet form helps determine meaning in poetry. In most Hollywood films, editing helps determine at least 4 dimensions of film narrative. In what order you receive information about the plot, how much information you are supposed to receive about the narrative, how you are supposed to feel about events and characters at any given time, and how you are supposed to experience the pace of the narrative. In addition, as the idea of montage suggests, editing can serve an intellectual function, often making aesthetic, political, or ideological assertions about the activities you are seeing, as well as emotional appeals. This latter activity tends to belong more to the world of avant-garde and experimental films. Determine the speed at which events move along. At the simplest level, editing determines the pace and so the mood of a film in 3 different ways. The editor determines the duration of a shot. Generally, the longer the shot duration, the slower the pace. The editor can decide what goes in or out of a sequence. The kind of edit between shots determines speed. The slow, the soft can leave us lingering on a disappearing image for several seconds. 3 different shots. Insert shot. A shot of an object that generally informs or reminds the audience of something it needs to know. The missing gun lying in a gutter on the outskirts of the city. The detail shot. A close-up of a graphic element of the previous shot. Shot reverse shot. A series of the shots, the second of whose angle is approximately 180 degrees opposed from the first, generally used to show 2 characters speaking or to show the relationship between a character and the object of his gaze. To give or to withhold information. Sometimes editing gives you access to bits of information that will be important to subsequent events. We see a long shot of a man in the street. He looks harmless enough, but then we cut to an insert or detail shot of a hand holding a gun behind its owner's back. We realize that the man is waiting for someone he is going to shoot. Sometimes information is withheld in order to surprise us. Only at the very end of The Usual Suspects do we get detailed shots of the various elements of the police chief's office, out of which verbal Kent has fabricated the elements of the tale of the Phantom Kisa Souls, a coffee mug with the name of a makeup company, a bulletin board with the names of places and characters, and so on. Determine your feeling for events and characters. How do you know when you are supposed to like a character? How characters are supposed to feel about each other? Music and casting, of course, help. Tom Hanks and Julia Roberts don't usually play the heavies, but the way characters are edited also says something about who they are. For example, when a man and a woman talk to each other, they can be shot either in a 2-shot or in a short reverse shot. The 2-shot can imply, though certainly not always, a level of intimacy between them that cross-cutting may not, because the characters in a short reverse shot sequence can seem emotionally further apart when they are not physically close. The illusion of unity. Editors cut together material from disparate sources to give the illusion of unity and continuity. This editing constitutes the practical Hollywood use of the creative geography the Soviet filmmakers theorized about.